Alrighty, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Happy, well, May the 4th be with you. Glad to have you on board. Getting ready to do a flight from Denver to Newark. Then we're going to continue on to Burlington, Vermont. 2 years ago today, I did this exact same journey to pick up my first officer, Alice. So we're just going to recreate that. Let's hop into the flight deck. We've got everything set. We do have our VATSIM. We did get our clearance via ACARS, so we are ready to roll. A little bit lengthy flight plan here, so I've already put that in. We are all set up in the FMC. Essentially all we need to do now is push back and get going. So we've already gone through all the checklist. I know that's kind of the fun of joining these flights. We'll get to those here in a little bit, but we are all the way down to fuel pumps coming on and APU and getting everything set up. So the APU is on, all fuel pumps are coming on, and we do have fuel in the center tank today. We have about 10 ton in there, so we're going to go ahead and bring the aircraft power over to the APU and disconnect ground power. And with that, we can go ahead and turn on our window heats, electric hydraulic pumps, and we'll go ahead and let the flight attendants know that we are ready to go and they can secure the door when able. Continuing through here, we're going to fly at 350 today. You can see that right down there. So we'll bump this all the way up to 350. And landing in Newark is at 17 feet, so we're going to go ahead and just go with, we'll go with 0 sea level for that. So we are set all the way through there. So coming back over, we're going to go ahead and make sure our squawk is set. That is 6502 according to VATSIM, set and transmitting. Altimeter has been set, 3006. We're good to go there. Initial altitude is set here, 10,000 feet. Expect 350 10 minutes after. Actually, we can go here. So climb via the SID, expect. Let's see. Remarks, cleared Eons 8 departure, Wyndham transition, climb via the SID, expect 350 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 120.35. Expect runway 8, contact 12035 with ATIS for push. Okay, so it looks like we do have ATIS now, so 125.6. We can go ahead and drop that in here. Quick listen so that we know what we have.
Denver International Airport ATIS information Delta 1853 Zulu. Wind 140 at 17 gust 2. Denver International Airport ATIS information Echo.
We're on Echo
1953 Zulu. Wind 130 at 15 gust 25. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 6,000. Temperature 16. 2.1. Altimeter 3002.
Echo.
Expect ILS or RNAV approach. Runway 16 left. Runway 16 right. Runway 17 right. Mode RNAV Zulu approach is in use. Departing runway 8. Runway 17 left.
Departing runway 8.
25.
Runway 8 heading is
Aircraft
083.
must read back assigned heading or first waypoint with takeoff clearance. Notices to air mission. Bird activity vicinity airport. ACE system in use. Have mode C transponder on and squawking assigned code in movement areas before calling for pushback and after landing. Contact appropriate ramp control for pushback. Advise on initial contact.
We have
You
no
have information
ramp,
Echo.
so Denver approach. We have information Echo, so we're good to go. Let's go ahead and get this aircraft pushed, and let me make sure that you are hearing me. If you have, I do. That's the other fun thing. We're playing pretzel.rock, so you'll have some background music. Let me know if that is too loud. Hit me up in chat. I do have that going, so we are ready to go. Let's go ahead and get the doors closed.
Bravo gates will work for us.
And then we can go ahead and get the jetway. We can release that and get the jetway pulled back. So we are good to go. All right. Those are coming off. And This one's coming on. And we're going to call for push. You ready to roll, folks? Here we go. Denver Shadow 69, Charlie 31, ready for push with information echo.
Shadow 69, Denver departure, thanks for echo. Pushback approved. Push straight back to the first line if I ready for taxi.
First line ready for taxi, will advise, Shadow 69. Here we go. All right. Going to go ahead and continue through here. We are almost done, sorry. Initial altitude is good. Heading, takeoff runway, set, elevator trim, IS, Mach set, yaw damper coming on. And cross speed. We're good to go there. Hydraulic pumps on. Flight altitude, landing altitude. Flight directors can come on. LNAV and VNAV should be good for runway 08. And we can go ahead and reject the takeoff, reset our fuel flow. And now we are good to go. Sweet. There we go. All right. Doors are closed. Parking brake set. Chocks removed. Takeoff briefing reviewed. Packs left and right are off. Anti-collision light on. Transponder set. Engine area. Here we go. So we're going to go back here.
Bravo 16 rather with echo. Maybe 1341 number departure. Thanks for echo. Pushback approved.
Straight back
to the
start.
first line. Call for taxi.
Here we
Back
go.
to the first line. We'll call for taxi. United 1341. United 1260 heavy. Descend and maintain 10,000. Maintain 10,000.
Roger that. Ready for push straight back. Release the brakes, please.
Brakes released.
Brakes released.
Alright, not a lot going on here. Andy's up there having coffee.
Brakes released. Here we go.
And we're moving. Alright, again, we're looking for about 22 to... Oh, that's why. We're looking for about 20 to 25. And we're going to do it about 22. G5, how's it going today? Hope you're having a great Saturday or weekend wherever you're at. Alright, add fuel. This will pop up to about 1.3. Initial pressurization, there we go, and then it'll calm down. Crew dog, what's going on, pal? Alright, looking at that. Everything's looking. Exhaust gas temperatures are coming up. Fuel flow is stabilizing. And no hung start. And there we go. Looks like we have good light off. Switch these over. Engine 2.
Pushback complete. Parking brake set.
Park brake set. Again, looking for about 20 to 25. I usually do it about 22.
United 1260 heavy. Fly heading 080. Descend and maintain 8,000. 8,000 and 080.
Watch for the salute and release from guidance on your right. Have a good flight.
Glad you enjoyed it. It was a fun flight. It was nice going into Orlando Executive. That's a fun airport too. Controller got a little busy with other folks when we were landing, so kind of bounced me around the final approach course, but we got it down. It's a Learjet. That little fella's sporty. Alright, so we're good to go there. Continuous. We'll go ahead and bring these on. And we can go ahead and adjust this to there. We are good. We're set to go. We can go ahead and turn off that APU. Alright, so gen switch is good, AC voltmeter is good, APU is off, APU bleed is off, packs left and right are on, isolation valve is in auto, probe heats are on, engine anti-ice no need, flaps are set to 5, trim set, flight controls, recall, lower display unit set, we're not worried about that. Taxi lights coming on and we are ready for taxi, we'll let them know.
United 1260 heavy. Flight
We can run the TCAS test.
Final. Cleared visual approach. Runway 16 left.
140 join final. Cleared visual approach. 16 left.
Oh boy. Here we go. And Denver approach, Shadow 69, Charlie 31, ready for taxi.
Shadow 69, runway 8, taxi via Charlie November, Mike.
TCAS test. Pass.
Charlie November, Mike, runway 8, Shadow 69. Here we go.
And Denver United 1341, ready for taxi.
Full power, no alarms.
United 1341, runway 8, taxi via Bravo Sierra, Mike.
Forward momentum.
Bravo
There we
Sierra,
go.
Mike,
Now our
8,
landing gear's
United
good.
1341.
All right, taxiing out of the Genesis gate, Charlie 31. All right, taxi, we're worried about that. We're good to go. We can go over to our before takeoff checklist. And parking brake, we're not going to worry about that. Auto throttle is now armed. That's New Airline Alliance. This is all Southwest, and this is probably pretty full right now in the real world. All right, crew dog. Let me swap that over for us. There we go. G5 fan, how's it going, man? And crew dog, appreciate you being here again.
130 at 15, gust 25, runway 16 left to the land.
Cool.
I don't know if you guys read the description, but I'm recreating a flight I took out to Burlington, Vermont to pick up my puppy about 2 years ago. She's a little crazy. Wouldn't have it any other way, but yeah. So that's just what we're doing. That was the inspiration for today. It was May the 4th that I actually left Denver to go to Vermont 2 years ago. Picked her up on the 5th and flew back on the 6th. So
Denver approach, good afternoon. Alpaca
today we're
98
looking at
Charlie.
just
We are
over
out of
3
flight
hours.
230 on the ski 3 information echo.
I will, if there is if there's no
Alpaca
air traffic control, no
98
centers
Charlie.
open
Number
that I fly
right
through,
now.
I'll probably step out of the deck for a little bit and just let it cruise. But we are probably right now
Alpaca 98 Charlie.
we'll be yep. So we are about 2.5 hours away from our descent and our arrival into Newark.
Alpaca 98 Charlie, ready to contact 5
Planning
miles
22
southwest of
left,
Denver
that's
Airport,
kind of the
Denver
standard
altimeter
arrival.
3002, expected visual, runway
And
16
then we'll
left to the land.
taxi to gate
3002,
131.
expect visual 16 left. Alpaca 98 Charlie.
Yep.
Denver approach.
Then it's
Good
like an
afternoon,
hour
United
flight
405, IFR to
Newark
Los
up
Angeles.
to Burlington.
United 405, Denver departure. I sent you a
And
PDC.
can you guys hear the music, or
I
is
did
it
not
too
receive
loud,
PDC
too
yet for
quiet?
United 405.
United 405, roger. Disconnect from the network. Wait 5 seconds, then reconnect, and then in your pilot client, you'll see a tab that says ACARS.
Alright, so roger that. United 405.
Yeah, and crew dog, I don't know if you saw my, was it Joplin? I think it was my flight yesterday, Joplin to here. The old, no, what was it? Flight into Denver yesterday, the controller. Copy, give me just a sec, I'll, and maybe you can hear something now. Once I get up to cruise, I can fiddle fart around with it, but hopefully it's not too loud. Yeah, it was nice when they call you out. I don't know if I know that guy in real life or not, but yeah. Yeah, that's right. Okay, perfect. Too loud? Too quiet?
Shadow 69er, wind 130 at 15, gust 25. RNAV Royal, runway 8, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Royal, runway 8, clear for takeoff, Shadow 69. Here we go, folks.
1260 heavy, welcome to Denver. It's left off the runway. Where do you park?
Park Bravo 38, 1260.
Headed 1260 heavy, roger. Taxi via Foxtrot, Bravo Sierra to the ramp, yeah.
Foxtrot, Bravo Sierra, ramp. Heavy.
Alright, we are
Denver
40%, 41.
7260 heavy, gate Alpha 7 would like to push and start.
Pacific 7260 heavy, Denver departure.
Perfect.
Straight back to the first line by
Alright, here we go. Magic toga button right here.
Push approved straight back to the
And
first
we are
line,
good to go.
7260.
Airspeed's alive. A little bit of a crosswind.
V1, rotate. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up.
United 1341, runway 8, line up and wait. Runway 8, line up and wait. United 1341. Set up a 69er in a contact to altitude.
Shadow 69 climbing through 5700.
Set up 69er, roger. Climb and maintain flight level 230, direct EON.
230 direct Eon, Shadow 69. And up to 230.
And for correct good afternoon, Frontier Flight 2341 looking for IFR clearance of the Wilmot.
Frontier
Yeah,
flight
flaps coming up.
Airspeed now.
2341. I don't have a flight plan on file for you. I do have a PDC I pushed where the identifier for Frontier is wrong. That would match your call sign. If you could refile for me.
I see
Alright.
it.
And kind of funny, yesterday I live right over there. There's two lakes over there, one on the left, one on the right. I lived right near the lake on the right, so I am known of this departure right here. Alright, so landing gear is up. These can come off for now. We're almost through 10,000. Well, we're not close to 10,000
United
feet yet.
1341. RNAV Royal, runway 8, clear for takeoff. RNAV Royal, clear for takeoff, runway 8, United 1341.
Direct Eons, we are good to go. Flaps are up. Alright, after takeoff checklist. Positive rate of climb, auto brake is off, engine start switches are off, gear levers are off, flaps are set. Autopilot engaged, VNAV, LNAV, runway turn off lights are good, and cabin lights as required. We're good to go. We are chugging right along. Climbing through 10,000 feet. Go ahead and turn those off. Don't have anybody there. Let the flight attendants know that they can get ready for drink service. And dang it, hit the clock button. There we go. Nah.
United 1341, radar contact, say altitude. 6.5, United 1341. United 1341, roger. Climb and maintain flight level 230, to direct EON.
It is a lot of fun.
230, direct EON, United 1341.
United 405.
Yeah, we need to go here. Let's see where this
Bravo
1341 is going.
information, Echo, ready for push to start.
United 405, Denver departure, thanks for Echo. Pushback approved, straight back to the first line, call for taxi.
Copy.
Push Pursuit straight back for a saddle call for taxi, United 405.
Milwaukee. All right.
60 information echo. Ready to text.
Civic 7260 Heavy, runway 17 right, taxi via Alpha November, Mike 10.
There we go. A lot better.
That's all right. Alpha November,
right.
Mike 10, 7260.
There we go. After takeoff, climb is going good, passing 10,000 feet. We're 250 or better. We've accelerated. Landing lights can come off. Those are off. Seatbelts auto. Center fuel pumps, we're still good on those for another 7,500 pounds. And yeah, we are chugging right along on our way to Newark. Welcome aboard, everyone. So I use a stick. I have the WinWing HOTAS. I essentially have an F-18 cockpit in front of me. You can't see it, but I have the upfront controller. I have the I have the DDIs surrounding that, and I have a WinWing stick. I actually use it as a side stick controller, and then I have the throttle quadrant and a bunch of switches and buttons under that. So it's basically an F-18 cockpit setup without the stick being right in the middle. If you look up WinWing, that's what I have. And it's all attached to my chair. And yeah, the VR is just the VR. I play... So all my computer stuff is on a 55-inch television, high-def television. So would I recommend it? I would recommend the WinWing products. The stick and the throttle quadrant and everything that I have is top-notch quality. If you're going to be flying an F-18, or if you're going to get into fighter jets, DCS, then definitely worth having the WinWing equipment. There's a couple of others out there. VKB. Do a little bit of research.
Center 69er, Denver Center offline, radar services terminated, frequency change brief.
Shadow 69 switching. Appreciate the help. Have a great afternoon.
Thanks, you too. Yeah.
And switching over to 122.8. We'll just listen to them, but there's nothing going on 122.8, so we don't have to worry about a whole lot of that. We can just now go ahead and adjust our altitude up to 350. So back to the conversation, the WinWing equipment. The nice thing about it is you don't have to buy it all at once. You definitely want to get your throttle quadrant. I think it's the Orion. I have the old Super Taurus because I've been doing it for a little while, and then I have the Super Libra joystick, which they don't make either one of those anymore. But they are, the equipment is very good. I have not had any, knock wood, any issues with WinWing. My joystick, after a couple years, the circuit board did die. I think that was my fault. I think I took a power surge through the computer and through the USB port. So I think it fried the joystick daughter board. But when I contacted WinWing about it, let them know what was going on, they sent me a new little daughter board for the joystick, and it was easy drop in and replace. So yeah, I like the WinWing stuff. If you're gonna stay sort of commercial or general aviation aircraft, the Bravo quadrants are really good and the yokes are nice. There's a lot of different yokes out there. The Thrustmaster Boeing yoke, if you're just gonna like sit in a 737 flight deck, it's just like this. What I would recommend you do is 18,000 feet. We're standard. We're good.
Charlie, flight heading 080,
But continue on with the conversation is I would prioritize joystick,
0, descend and maintain 8,000.
throttle, and then rudder pedals before you go into sort of any of the other displays, or getting a good rudder pedal is amazing. It's going to make your life super easy. But yeah, I like the wind wing stuff. Always do a little bit of research. A lot's going to depend on where you set up your sim pit or where you're going to do your flying. Well, the Airbus stick is good for flying fighters as well. It just may not have all the buttons such as mine. So, and I'm going to do a little housekeeping here real quick. Going to go like this. Oh, that's the problem. Alright, and then we go general options, clear those out, go data, clear this, delete.
United 405, ready for taxi.
Alpaca 908 Charlie, Denver Airport 2 o'clock,
There
15
we
miles,
go.
report to site.
Alright, yeah, so the Airbus stick is awesome. I know the nice thing about it is it works on Xbox and PC once you get it.
Alpaca 908
I got a couple guys, like I said yesterday, that are flying on Xbox that fly with the Airbus Captain's Pack or whatever it is, and they love it.
41 number
So,
offline, radar services terminated, frequency change approved. United 1341 switching, we'll see you, thanks. Pacific 7260, wind 130 at 15, gust 25, RNAV, bogey, runway 17 right. clear
great little
takeoff.
tailwind with us all day, so we're gonna have about let's see, what was
Alright,
it?
bogey 17 right, clear for takeoff.
43 knot
United
tailwind
405,
at cruise,
runway
so that's
17
gonna be
right, taxi
nice.
via Charlie Peter, Mike Tech.
Gonna let us cruise about 500 knots, cut off a couple minutes from our flight.
17 right via Sierra, Charlie, Mike 10, United 405.
That's what I was gonna do. I need to make a little slide for pause for the pause. Alright, there we go. We are chugging right along. Want to thank you guys for joining me. Thanks, crew. Thanks, G5. And I'm assuming G5 fan is Gulfstream. Favorite plane to fly commercial is the 737. This is the PMDG. I used to play X-Plane. Then I got into VR, and X-Plane is not necessarily super optimized for VR. It's good for VR, but it's not quite as intuitive as the Microsoft product. But in X-Plane, there's the Zebo mod, and that thing is an amazing mod. It's an amazing aircraft. But then this is the airplane that I kind of grew up flying and working around, and it's an awesome airplane. Some of the other ones, the 7.8.
Alpaca 908 Charlie, wind 130 at 15, gust 25, runway 16 left, middle.
And there's the Phoenix
plus
mod.
39, Alpaca
I've got a
908.
lot of friends that are flying that Phoenix A320. The older A320, if you don't go next gen or Neo, whatever you want to call it, is just kind of a dog to fly. It's underpowered and yeah. It's not that I'm not an Airbus fan. It's just I've always been used to the Boeing.
Denver departure November 727 Victor Sierra.
Nice. That G700 is looking pretty sweet. You see the flight deck on that thing? But
We're looking
not
to,
necessarily
get
one
the
over the other. I'm just,
here towards BJC.
it's kind of,
Equipment is,
I would say it's
Echo
similar
55
to,
Papa / or Slant Lima. We've
you
got
know,
information Echo.
if you're used to riding or driving a Chevy versus a Ford versus a Ram versus a Toyota versus, it's just you're used to it. And so I'm used to the 737. I'm used to the Boeing systems.
Pacific 72260, heavy rate of contact sales.
And so, well, you're seeing a lot of very similar systems between the Airbus A350 and the Boeing 787. just the technology is getting more and more promulgated, I guess is the best way to put it.
Maintain VFR at or below 7,500.
One of the fun, well,
this frequency.
that's one of the things about the Boeing aircraft, and Crew Dog, you're probably used to it, is you kind of see the same thing, military aircraft through to the commercial civilian stuff. Like, there's a lot of things that are referenced in this flight deck that are referenced in the F-18, even though the F-18 initially started not as a Boeing product, but there you have it. So you see a lot of similarities or a lot of system correlations.
Denver approach, November 727 Victor Sierra. You should be seeing that 0027 for us.
For 727 Victor Sierra, runway 17 right.
And G5, so to continue on with Crew Dog,
for 17 right, November
if I go to flying military aircraft, I do love the Hornet. It's an extremely capable aircraft. Going fighters, I'll say going fighters. It is an extremely capable aircraft. It's reasonably complex enough in the C model that you get in DCS that you don't need the engineering degree that you do if you're flying the E or the G models in real life. So yeah, the F-18 Hornet's amazing. My favorite all-time airplane is going to be the F-15 Eagle. I just grew up with that airplane. The tennis court, it's just a big airplane. It's a flying truck, it's a bomb truck, so yeah, standoff capabilities. I've always liked it over, say, the Tomcat. But yeah, F-18 for fighters, 737 for the commercial. I do like the 737 MAX. The A-10 is such a fun airplane to fly. I mean, it's jet powered, but it's slow enough because it's got those straight wings. You're not taking that on a good cross country flight. Yeah. All right. So we are getting ready to hit the top of cruise. I'm going to take a pause for the pause. Let's see here. We're going to go ahead and
we'll take the closest gate you got, because taxiing
see if we got anybody out there.
Back in 98 Charlie.
I'm back at 98 Charlie, roger. Let's see here. You can go to the north side of the Charlie terminal via Foxtrot, Charlie November.
Minneapolis Center, see if that's on, see if we've got anybody on.
United 405, wind 130 at 15, gust 25, RNAV Go Rock, runway 13.
Albuquerque, approach, tower, ground,
RNAV
nothing
Go
from
Rock.
Minneapolis. So we're good. Once we get to top of cruise, I'm gonna go ahead and step out of the flight deck for a few, take care of the puppy, and be back in a couple. So. Yep, that's about it. It's kind of funny. Early, I'll call it maybe 2008, 2006 at Denver Airport. We had a A-10 little. Yeah, a couple A-10s flew in. They were going to Buckley, but they couldn't land at Buckley, so they landed at Denver Airport because they went through hail, and so there was a bunch of little hail dents on the vertical tail of the aircraft, and it literally, I think it was probably the pilot had the pilot did have family in Denver, but he grounded that airplane in Denver for about a month while they repaired, and there were air quotes around that, repaired the vertical stabilizers on that
15,
A10,
information echo
just
on
with some
board
hail
on the Nick,
dents
with
along
Clipper, transition for 16 left.
I've seen that thing come back with holes through the skin, and they're like, get the speed tape out, and it's going out in 2 hours.
Civic 7260, heavy climbing out of my airspace, number center offline, radar services terminated, frequency change approved.
Over here, com. 7260, see you next time.
Southwest 515, ready to contact 55 miles southeast of Denver Airport. Denver altimeter 3002, expect visual runway 16 left, reset transponders, squawk 5563.
Alright, 3002.
I think he just wanted to
visual
spend some
16
time with
left,
his family
55,
since he was already
63,
there.
Southwest
I think he was doing something, say, with up at CU, University of Colorado. They're aerospace astronaut something.
I maintain
So,
flow with 230, clear direct Baylor, United 405.
alright, heading 073. Alright, we are about just about 1,000 feet away from our top of climb, trucking right along over the Midwest. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it.
Frontier flight 2341, stand up and full ready for pushing.
Frontier flight 2341, come for departure, pushback approved, straight back to the first line, call for taxi.
Straight back into
There he
the
is.
Frontier flight.
Number 727 Victor Sierra, right crosswind departure approved, runway 17 right, clear for takeoff.
17 right, clear for takeoff. November 77 Victor Sierra.
Verify it's a right crosswind departure.
Right crosswind takeoff.
Nicely done. We are out of any of those airspace. Let's see, about 4.8 away from turning off our center tank, getting the alerts here and here. We are approaching our cruise altitude. I see no red lights, orange lights, or anything not working. Pressure differential's holding pretty good. Cabin is climbing for another second, then it'll level out. I think we are good to go. Transponder transponding. Radio transmitting, receiving. We are inbound to Wyndham. And that ends our departure from Denver. Now we are on flight route, heading on to OVR. We can go ahead and take a look at that for you. A couple of waypoints, but this one is Omaha. And it'll be just on the east side of the city of Omaha, right at their airport. There we go. Back to our flight. We are good. We'll hide this. Alright, we are fully established. Cruise altitude 350.
Hey, can you write up that car that just drove across the runway from AI traffic, November 727 Victor Sierra?
Alrighty, so we are established at cruise. I'm gonna go ahead and take a couple minutes, go take care of the pups, do my drink service. Hey, what'd you get, G5? What kind of drink you got? What are you rolling? I'm gonna go crack a nice cold.
Sierra, rate of contact.
nice cold Mountain Dew.
Okay, we'll maintain that or yep, at or below 8,000.
Got to get a hold of my buddy up in Bozeman. He's got a
And I need you to start that crosswind turn, please.
delicious huckleberry whiskey. Oh, good Lord. He's got to give me a pack of that.
Number 727 Victor Sierra, turn crosswind.
We're turning November 727 Victor Sierra.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still early, so I would expect maybe about the time we hit Chicago, we might have a couple things pop up. Boston Center's usually on. New York usually comes on about 5 o'clock their time, so that gives us a couple of extra minutes. Yeah, so probably next 30 minutes or so we should see some oh yeah, and that's the thing about this huckleberry whiskey is you just have a couple fingers and you're good, and it's just ideal. So all right, folks, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and step out for a couple minutes, take care of the pups. I'm gonna turn the music up a little. I'm gonna adjust things for a couple minutes outside the headset. So I appreciate you being here. We are at cruise inbound to Newark, runway 22 left. We'll see you in just a minute.
Number 727 Victor Sierra, advise information Charlie on board Metro altimeter 3005.
We have Charlie and 3025.
Number 727 Victor Sierra, enter straight in, runway 30 right.
Straight in, runway 30 right, November 727 Victor Sierra.
Southwest 515, descend to maintain 9,000.
9,000, Southwest 515.
Center plate 2341, wind 130 at 15, gust 25, RNF go rock, runway 17 right, clear for takeoff.
17 right, clear for takeoff, and on up go.
0 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 30 right, November 727, Victor 0.
Flight 2341, radar contact, flight and maintain flight level 230. Southwest 515, flight heading 260, descend and maintain 8,000.
260, 8000, Southwest 515.
Denver approach, hello, etc. 827 is 12,000.
Central 827, number approach Metro, altimeter 3005, information Charlie current. You can expect the ILS runway 30 right from Nixper.
Alright, we'll expect the ILS 30 right from Nixper, and we'll pick up Charlie, Shed 827.
Out of the Roland, Denver Airport. 10 o'clock, 1.6 miles before the site.
Southwest 515 has the airport in sight.
Southwest 515, roger. Flight heading 200, enjoying 5 clear schedule transfer runway 16 left.
200 for the visual 16 left, Southwest 515.
Approach November 727, Victor Sierra, clear the runway. We'd like to taxi on Alpha, so that's good with you.
727 Victor Sierra, LC, go parking the Alpha, we'll see ya.
Have a good day.
Dragon Inference,
Clear land for Southwest 515. Taylor Perch, Southwest 515. That was clear to land on 16 left.
Southwest 515, affirmative, runway 16 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 16 left, Southwest 515.
Finding out American Base Center Center offline, radar services terminated, frequency increase. Ready, 27, 8,000. 8,000, send Jetty 27.
Denver for Southwest 515, clear 16 left, Foxtrot.
Southwest 515, welcome to Denver. Where do you park today?
Charlie 49.
Southwest 515, roger, taxi via Foxtrot, Charlie November to the rainbow, yeah.
Foxtrot, Charlie, November to the rain, Southwest 515.
Alright, I am back in the seat. I appreciate your patience. We're chugging right along. We are coming up on Omaha. So we are about 46 minutes into the flight. There you go. I did read the comments while I was away. Hope the sound is okay. I'm going to go ahead and switch to 2.8. Think we're well out of Denver's comm range. But G5 VR is not necessarily that expensive to start. The Pimax, the headset that I am wearing, they've come out with a light version of it, so it's a Pimax Crystal Light, and I think they're $600 or $700 bucks. But it's a great entryway into more expensive VR headsets. So I can tell you this, the more you spend on your headset, the more you will enjoy. And one of the nice things about the VR flying that I have come across is that this flight deck right here, all of these buttons and everything, it's a 737. I fly with some guys that have entire 737 flight decks built in their man caves with all the switches, buttons, dials, gauges, displays, and then monitors showing the scenery, and that is what they do, and more power to them. I've done the same thing to a certain extent with my F-18 flight deck or cockpit in front of me. The nice thing about VR is that when I choose to not fly the 737, hop in, say, the Longitude, I get the same immersion without having to go out and build a whole nother flight deck or mock everything up in a different way or disconnect things to put things on. It's fairly seamless. I just throw on the headset, start the sim, and it puts me in the flight deck for whatever aircraft it is I'm flying. And while that can seem like, while it is very expensive to build your own flight deck, you can get away with some things. Some of the guys out there are just tremendously talented. 3D printing is making great inroads into this building mock flight decks or mock pits, and so but when you get down to it, I want to say my Crystal would cost $1,200, and it comes with the controllers and the headset and the cable and the batteries, and I got a couple little things for comfort. Beyond that, nothing too big. It's out of the box, plug and play, ready to go. Hop in a helicopter, I can look all around. Hop in a Learjet, hop in the 737, hop in a, it was kind of interesting. I hopped into a 787 flight deck, and my air conditioner just kicked on in real life, and I was looking around, I'm like, man, this flight deck's even cold like the real airplane. But it was just sort of the immersion you get in VR is definitely worth it. And if you just need to get into it, you can always go with the Quest 3 or the Pimax Crystal Light or any of the other entry-level headsets. And then you can also spend upwards of, I can't remember what the Somnium is, but there's a really high-end one out there. I want to say it's like $4,000. Where you'll spend more of your money will be in the actual computer that you're flying. So with that, we are flying, so I'm going to go ahead and look at our descent. Looks like our descent, top of descent, is in about 2 hours. 22:55 Zulu, we're at 21:10, so just over an hour and a half, so we'll call it. Still chugging along with a great little tailwind, pushing us along about 501 knots. I did look at the map, and I do think we have some just a couple little sectors there, Indy, and then I think I did see Boston Center and DC Center showed up, but New York Center is not on just yet. And we can look. Oh. Let's see if we go raw, then we can look at, or go to the weather. Maybe it was here. Nope, not doing that. We can look at the weather for, alright. No, ATIS. Real world ATIS is saying information India. ILS runway 22 left in use. That's what we are set up for. Looking good there. Nothing on VATSIM, Pilot Edge, or IVAO right now. And I'm going to step out for a second. Just lift the hood. So 118.3 is the CTAF for the old Newark. Drop that in over here. That way we know we plugged it in 118.3. Where are we at? We are right over Omaha. Yeah. There's Omaha. Mutual of Omaha. Okay, trucking along 350. We've got favorable winds. Go ahead and hide that. There we go. Alice is not on board yet. She is, we're en route to get Alice. I wish this little map here was in dark mode. Line of thunderstorms there. We should have at least something down into New York, into LaGuardia. A little choppy, might be a little spicy landing into Newark, but that's the beauty. I love that stuff. I did a stream a couple weeks ago. That was a lot of fun. Maybe a little longer than a couple weeks ago. It was a whole lot of fun. Drop it into Boston. Icky weather. Came out, popped out right at minimums. Ah, it was awesome. Love that stuff. That's what flying's about. Let's see what we got. Cleveland Center 1. 875. All right. 119875. See if we can listen to Cleveland Center. A lot of aircraft out there around Florida today. How's the skies look down there, crew dog?
Cleveland Center, good day. Delta 3789, Central 350.
I guess we can go ahead and I don't know that we need that anymore, and we can go ahead and hide you for a minute. Nice little flight deck here. And there you go, look at that. All right. See Alice there in the front seat. Right seat, first officer's chair. That's Alice. Alright, back into the flight deck.
Dalton, expecting to predict.
And clearing Delta 3789, would it be possible to climb to level 370? There's quite a weather system in front of us.
Delta 3789. Yep, I'm maintaining level 370.
I'm saying level 370, Delta 3789.
Welcome back.
And the pups are good. Welcome back, pal. You didn't miss anything. I hate it when things freeze on you. Just looking at our arrival. Looks like they're expecting you to cross lowest usable flight altitude there. And then 13,000 at Raki. And then 7,000 at Sweet. So let's see what we got. We don't have either of those in here. So routing, we'll look at this. That's just the route. Depart Suite heading 122, expect vectors final approach course. Yep, we're good there. We're aware of that. Yeah, so we are coming in on the Williamsport 3. So any idea why they would have a clearance like this? Expect clearance to cross at 7,000 and then 13,000 here. Well, that's a lot of busy airspace here. Might have departing traffic. They have a route through here that's at 7,000 or 8,000 feet or something along those lines. So remember, not only do you have old Newark here, you got LaGuardia, Teterboro. I do have Cleveland Center up. They haven't sent me a ping. They haven't pinged me saying I need to talk to anybody, but let's take a look. Yeah, no new messages. Cleveland Center 119-875 Milwaukee Tower, don't need to worry about that. Milwaukee ATIS, don't need to worry about that. So, yeah, I think we're doing pretty good as far as talking to air traffic control. And so with all of this, I guess we could hard code 13 in there, but if we don't have anybody controlling us, let's do suite at 7,000. So we could go bang 7,000, put that in suite. That will definitely adjust our top of descent. Drag required after a Zico. Let's plan Izico at 200. What do you think? Because then if we look at our ILS localizer, coming in from pattern, Izico, max 210. And slowing down, final approach fix is buzzed. That'll be at 1,500 feet, so we can go ahead and adjust that down to 1,500. I got some clouds up here going over the thunderstorms, so clear that. But yeah, then 172 at Gimme. Yeah, let's see, Cat 2 and 3, all about the same, nothing in particular. Alright, and then missed approach altitude is 500 feet and then 3,000 for that. Let's go back over here. Let's just look at our standard. So there we go. Missed approach, climb to 500 feet, then climbing right turn to 3,000. So 3,000 feet. Heading 225 and inbound ARD VOR radial 069. I gotta love that one. To Kilma intersection, which is 27 out from ARD and hold. So you'll see you go over here and then you just enter the hold and you end up doing a teardrop and then you're good to go. So nothing big there. Alternate missed approach hold again.
Southwest 1369, cross Lundy at flight level 290.
So we go over here and sweet set there. Let's go look at our descent. That gives us extra, starts us about 3 minutes earlier now. And so yeah, there we go. Robert, how are you today? Alright, so with that, down onto our plan form, or our vertical profile, 219er. So we can set 219er in here. And 219er. That's what I wanted to do, 219er on these. There we go. This will follow our heading 087 for now. There we go, 087. And looking at our chart here, the ILS frequency 108.7. We can drop that in here.
Southwest 448, leaving my airspace. Currently Washington offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
Roger, over to Rock, Southwest 448.
There we go. ILS runway 22 left. Let's see, make sure we got that one right. ILS with localizer, runway 22 left, Newark, New Jersey, Newark Liberty International Airport, 219er on the final approach course, and 108.7, 108.7, 108.7 in there. Get some rest, pal. I appreciate you showing up for a couple minutes.
Southwest 1369, contact Washington Center 133.72.
So then, looking at this, we also want to have ARD. Where's ARD?
United 69, contact Toronto Center
108.2. 108.2 is the ARD, and 069 on that one, so we're okay for now. Chugging right along through some great weather. There we go. Oh, we do want to do that. Let's go to our airport. Go to our charts, and we want the parking. Let's see what the Terminal C parking spots are. We're going to spot 131. Alright, so what that means is this right here is generally the boundary between the movement area where the FAA air traffic control towers, ground or tower, once you get out to the runway, would talk to the airplanes. During expanded ramp procedures times, FAA is like, nah, I'm done talking, so you guys take over that. And they handle out up to here. So this secondary border right there. And so yeah, ramp gets all this, as well as this and this in here, all this.
Cleveland Center, good evening, Southwest 2596, level 350.
Yep. So the fun part about it is just kind of a humorous part. So when I went out, I traveled out to Vermont to pick up my dog. Did land at Newark. It was 5-7 though on the way in, and we actually parked at 133. 131 is Charlie 31, but that's okay. But our original gate was way the heck down over here. I want to say it might have been like 65. Maybe if we go to A and B, let's see. Yeah, I want to say it was maybe like 44 or something like that was the original gate. So we came across 22 right, Charlie or Echo, can't remember. I remember we taxied northbound. But it was just like the movie Airplane. We kept taxiing, and they'd be like, oh yeah, no, your gate is now, all the way up. Next thing I know, it was like a good full-on 45 minutes of taxiing to the furthest gate away because they kept changing our gate on us. So just reminded me of Airplane when they're like, now arriving gate 20, now arriving gate 22, now arriving gate 25. Just made me laugh. So it was good humor. So yeah, we're gonna park over at Charlie 31, Charlie 131, And we should be able to get there, as long as there's no ground on, we should be able to get there pretty easily. If we go to the airport info, plan on landing runway. Oh, come on, little fella. Oh. So we'll land runway 22 left. Hopefully exit here at Echo. And then we can come across Echo, take Bravo all the way around, and then come in to 131. Of course, there will probably be some sort of rando park there. Yeah, it was good humor. I was laughing the whole time. If I were the flight crew, I'd be like, after the first change, but I want to say it literally changed 7 or 8 times before we finally got parked up. But I would have stopped. As a flight crew, I would have been, we'll get you to a gate. We'll let you know which one it is when we get there. Good girl. And in real life, Alice is sitting to my right, laying down on the floor, enjoying her afternoon or Saturday afternoon. Reaching up to grab my soda off the desk, so looks weird there, it just looks weird.
Delta 810 Cleveland Center, roger. I got one fix to add to your flight plan. Advise ready to copy. Delta 810, you're now cleared to the Syracuse Airport via direct Nabor. That's November, Alpha, Bravo, Oscar, Romeo, direct to the airport. Maintain flight level 350. Neighbor and then the airport.
Direct neighbors, direct to Syracuse, that's 350.
Delta 828, contact Washington Center 133.72. See you later.
133.72 for Delta 828.
Southwest 2596, clear direct Lundy. Southwest 2596, direct Lundy. Delta 3789, cross Keating at flight level 330.
Just confirm that's 3789.
Delta 3789, cross Keating at flight level 330.
Keating at level 330, Delta 3789.
United 2950, leaving airspace, New York, soft line, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Potential aircraft center closing at 2200 Zulu, 5 minutes. Delta 3789, leaving airspace, New York offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
New York offline and radar service is terminated. Thank you. Have a great evening, Delta 3789.
Southwest 27, correction, Southwest 2596, Cleveland. Alright, I'll just go ahead and close up early. All aircraft is frequency modding to COM 122.8. Everyone have a good flight. Cleveland Center is closed.
And Magezi, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Same with you, GS fan, G5 fan. Robert, appreciate you guys. Crew Dog, appreciate you. If you're just joining us, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. That way you know when I hop in the flight deck. Go for a spin. So I want to thank everybody for joining me on your Saturday afternoon. I know there's other things you could be doing. I appreciate you being here. And I think as for right now, I'm pretty happy with the sim. Had to say something, didn't I? Knock wood. That's what I could do. Let's see. Any other centers up? Who do we got? All right, a couple opened up. Let's see. DC Center 133-725. What do you think? 133-725. Crew Dog. That's a good deal. Naps with kiddos is always awesome. 133-725 DC Center. We'll go ahead and listen to that for a minute. Keep some background noise going. How's the music sounding to you guys? You still listening to that? Guess I can oh yeah. I would have to agree, G5. Nice. It's something I just found out. It's called pretzel.rock, and they play DRM or digital rights and copyright free music, and I think I might subscribe to this so I don't have just one song playing in the background. I kind of like having the music. I don't get to listen to it in my headset, and that's why it's kind of iffy. I'm struggling with trying to get the volumes okay, but yeah, we'll get there. And G5, would you happen to be near or live near Savannah, Georgia? Or just what area of the country are you in? I just had a, one of the guys I work with went down to Savannah for his best friend's bachelor party, and they hung out at the golf course right next to the Gulfstream factory airport, and he's like, it was the most amazing thing to see all those Gulfstreams on that airport. So, if you're not near Savannah, definitely go down to Savannah, play the golf course. It's right off the end of the runway there, next to the airport, and you'll get to see tons of Gulfstreams. North Texas. Yeah. All right, North Texas. If you ever get out there, the other thing that my buddy did, he went down there a few weeks ago because his friend that's getting married, a friend of ours that's getting married down there, he moved down there about 3 years ago from Colorado. He regional manager beverages for Anheuser-Busch, but they went to see a Savannah Bananas game, and everybody I've heard that goes to see Savannah Bananas are like, oh my gosh, you have to go see it. So now you've got two reasons to go out there: Savannah Bananas and the Gulfstream facility. And Crew Dog, you might appreciate. So he's an aviation nerd like us. He was on the golf course, and of course they were taking off the other direction. But he's pretty sure B-1 Bone went flying and departed that airport. So it was a sound he'd never heard before, and he's convinced it was a B-1. Never did see it airborne or anything like that, but the Savannah Bananas, it's a baseball team. They're like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball. Look them up on YouTube. They're pretty funny. He says it was probably one of his favorite things in life up to that point, and yeah, he really enjoyed it. He had another guy. They were just on tour down in Albuquerque, So another guy I work with was down in Albuquerque. Got to see him down there. Says it was amazing. So yeah, the Savannah Bananas baseball. Man, she's up on everything, man. You gotta keep her. She's a good one. Take you to the Savannah Bananas. They're not too far away from you. Well, the other side of the state, but shouldn't be too much of a trip for you. Check them out. See where they're at. .2321. We are about 1 hour away from touchdown. And then a 45-minute taxi to the gate. Let's see what we can do here. We want to actually go to airports, charts, airport. Let's see, parking, terminal, parking spots, low-vis taxi routes, departure flow, standard minimums. Let's see if there's anything up top. Airport info, ramp com, parking boards, low-vis tax rights, departure flow. Let's see what departure flow looks like. Okay. Ramp ingress, egress. Arrival traffic should advise ground of desired ramp entrance upon crossing runway 4022 right. Departure traffic should advise ground of desired ramp exit when requesting taxi clearance. Alright. 7-4 approved taxi routes. Okay, nothing there. Alright, nothing. So it's been a while. I want to say we'll probably end up going Bravo all the way around and then into our gate. So we'll just plan on that. And if we go back to our arrival, what do you think? You want to make Racky 13,000 feet? Let's see what that looks like on our legs page. We're 1,200 feet above the... I'm good. We put sweet at 7,000. I'm okay with that. So, got somebody flying off our nose here. Off our right wing now. 1,500 feet, about 20 miles out. Not seeing anything over there. Oh man, I'm hoping we get some good weather. Well, hope the weather is cruddy so it's fun when we arrive into the old Newark. .52, about 30 minutes away from top of descent, so here we go. Yeah, they are, and they're really hard to get tickets. If you get a chance and you see somebody has tickets and you want to get them, I would definitely grab them. All right, I need to take a couple minutes away, pause for the pause before we start our descent. We're about 30 minutes out. I will be back shortly.
Center, Southwest 4 Charlie Juliet, flight level 2360.
Southwest 4 Charlie Juliet, Washington Center, right there.
DC Center, hello, Jedi 66 below 430.
And the United checking in, what was your call sign?
Jedi 66.
United 66, Washington ident. Southwest 4 Charlie Juliet, are you here?
Affirm 4 Charlie Juliet, flight level 360.
Southwest 4 Charlie Juliet, roger, ident.
Center Delta 1643 with you 670.
Delta 1643 Washington Center, roger, standby. And Jedi 66, Washington Center, radar contact 5 miles southwest of Woodrum, flight level 430.
Check Jedi 66.
Southwest 4 Charlie Juliet, radar contact 20 miles northwest of Lynchburg, flight level 360.
Yeah, Washington Center, hello, Legion 204, crossing waypoint Wingard, flight level 370.
Allegiant 204, Washington Center, roger. Delta 1643, radar contact 5 miles east of Tar River, flight level 370.
Washington Center, Delta 5749 Reagan, request taxi.
Delta 5729, Washington Center, roger, standby.
Washington Center, Southwest 3111, descending through 2300, 23,000 by the Raven approach.
And that was Southwest 3111.
Hey, from Southwest 3111, descending through 23,000 on the Raven Spire.
Southwest 3111, Washington Center, roger, ident. Delta 5729, runway 1, taxi via Kilo Foxtrot Juliet, cross runway 4.
Kilo Foxtrot Juliet, cross runway 4 for runway 1, Delta 5729.
Southwest 3111, radar contact to 5 miles northeast of Richmond, flight level 230. Descend via the Raven 6 arrival. Baltimore landing to the west. The Baltimore, correction, the Washington altimeter 3021.
DC Center, good afternoon. Southwest 1189 checking in with you. Descending on the Raven 6 arrivals. Descending on the 28.5.
Southwest 1189, Washington Center, ident. Jedi 66, contact Atlanta Center 132.907.
132.907 for Jedi 66. See you later.
And Washington Center, 1795 with you, 22 miles southwest of the Flat Rock VOR.
Route 1795, Washington Center, radar contact as reported, flight level 390. Southwest 1189, radar contact just over Richmond, flight level 273, descend via the Raven 6 arrival, Baltimore landing east, the Washington altimeter 3021.
Apologies, Center, was that 1189?
Southwest 1189, radar contact over Richmond, flight level 267, descend via the Raven 6 arrival, Baltimore landing east, the Washington altimeter 3021.
Copy all for Southwest 1189.
Washington Center, hello, JetBlue 1694, 23 miles south west of the Sod, waypoint flight level 370.
JetBlue 1694, Washington Center, radar contact as reported, 370.
Washington Center, American 2334, just took off from Philadelphia, climbing, passing through the 2000.
American 2334, Washington Center, ident. Delta 5729, you ready?
Yep.
Delta 5729, runway 1, clear for takeoff, wind 100 at 9er.
Clear for takeoff, runway 1, Delta 5729.
American 2334, radar contact 20 miles north of Woodstown, 3,300. Climb and maintain flight level 340.
Climb and maintain 340, American 2334, 2334, correction.
Washington Center, United 768, flight level 320, climbing flight level 350.
Alright, 201 Star, United 760, I heard you check in, Washington Center, ident. The other aircraft trying to check in, say again, please.
United 1190, flight level 340, just about 15 minutes away.
United 1190, Washington Center, I have your request for a way standby. Break, United 768, radar contact 5 miles south of Flat Rock. Flight level 320, climb, maintain flight level 350.
Climb, maintain flight level 350, United 768.
United 1190, ident. Southwest 4 Charlie Juliet, contact Atlanta Center 132.907.
Over 3297, Southwest 4 Charlie Juliet, thanks for your feedback, Mike.
United 1190, radar contact over Casanova, flight level 340. Permission step ways approved, advise spec.
Thank you.
Washington Center, good afternoon. American 1029, looking for IFR clearance to Atlanta.
American 1029, Washington Center, roger, stand by. And there's an aircraft checking in. Go ahead and say one more time for me. Spare Wings 1169, Washington Center, ident.
Delta 2706 with you 340.
Delta 5729, radar contact, say altitude.
Delta 5729, passing at 3.3.
Delta 5729, climb, maintain 17,000.
17,000, Delta 5729.
Spare Wings 1169, radar contact 13 miles north of Cape Charles, flight level 230.
Washington Center, good evening. Alpaca 78 Foxtrot, just about over the top of Easton Newman, flight level 350.
And the aircraft calling, you said you were over Easton?
Affirm, Alpaca 78 Foxtrot.
Alpaca 78 Foxtrot, Washington, ident. Southwest 1189, recycle transponder, squawk 3670. Alpaca 78 Foxtrot, radar contact 25 southwest of Simra, flight level 350.
Delta 2706, not sure if you got me, flight level 340, 28 south of South Blossom.
Delta 2803 it was.
2706.
Delta 2706, Washington Center, roger. You said you were 20 south of South Boston?
I am 25 south of Sierra Bravo Victor.
And Delta 2706, I see you now. You're to the north of South Boston, but yes, I do have you, sir.
Alright, oh yeah, sorry, thank you.
Southwest 11 to 89, recycle transponder, squawk 3670. Southwest 1189, going to Baltimore, Washington Center. How do you hear?
Apologies, had some radio issues. Go ahead, Freedom 89.
Southwest 1189, are you going to switch to text?
Negative, we're good now.
Southwest 1189, squawk 3670, 3670.
3670 for 1189.
Washington Center, Air Canada 1026, flight level 320.
Air Canada 1026, Washington, ident.
Confirming for Southwest 1189, we will test for the transponder correction, correct?
Southwest 1189, that's correct. I show you normal now, thank you. I think it was a duplicate squawk error.
Gotcha.
Southwest 3111, the Baltimore altimeter 3022. Expect the ILS runway 10 approach.
Altimeter 3022, expect ILS runway 10 approach, Southwest 3111.
Allegiant 204 cross, Neville to maintain 11,000. The Richmond altimeter 3015.
Cross Neville at 11,000, 204.
Air Canada 1026, radar contact 25 miles south of Elkins, flight level 320.
Allegiant 77, this is Allegiant 779, 7,800 feet descending, Ducks 5, currently 8 miles from Tina.
Allegiant 779, Washington Center, roger, ident.
All right, everybody, sorry about that. I appreciate your patience. I'm actually going to take another 10 minutes. We're going to start our descent here in just a moment. I'm going to take another 10 minutes.
Center, good evening, Delta 327, Alpha 3.
Eat
at
some
Baltimore
dinner.
With Kilo, ready to push back and start.
So let's get our...
Delta 372.
we'll do a little math here. And top of descent is at 51. Got about 11 minutes to go. Or 10 minutes to go.
Push and start onto Tango.
7 minutes to go. My apologies. We are good. We're set there, and there. And if we look at here, we should have our top of descent just about 60 miles away. Perfect.
Expect the ILS runway 10 approach.
Let's look at what we have. Jacksonville, Nat. Nothing for
Allegiant 779, radar contact.
Peterborough Tower, Toronto.
6,200. the Richmond altimeter
JFK.
3015. And what approach would you like in there?
Teterboro, nothing.
We're planning the ILS.
No
for,
notifications were good. So, if we go to our progress page, 9.1 from 10.8 is going to give us
79, Roger. You can expect the ILS runway 16 approach.
1.7, so we subtract 1.7 from here. That's going to be 133.2. And that'll give us our more accurate 30 flaps, 143. That is set.
I'm back at 78 Foxtrot, Lima Airspace, the Northeast New York Center off.
We're good.
Radar
30
service
degrees flaps,
change to
143. We are set for our descent. We're going to go ahead and let the descent start. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. I appreciate your patience, everyone. Hansu Paul, thanks for joining. Welcome to the stream. We'll be back in just a minute. And yeah, I am going to come up with a little graphic to put on the screen showing that we're letting the dogs out. So, all right, I'm going to go eat, and I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Delta 2706, contact Atlanta Center 132.907. Delta 2706, contact Atlanta Center 132.907.
Washington Center, Malicious 1, flight level 270.
Malicious 1, Washington Road.
And can I get 10 minutes away, Malicious 1?
Malicious 1 approved, advise back.
Thanks.
Sorry, Delta 2706 over at Atlanta. Sorry about that.
No worries, sir. Southwest 3111, descend and maintain 2,500.
Descend and maintain 2,500, Southwest 3111.
Eastern 55 with you at 37,000.
Eastern 5255, Washington Center, ident.
Washington Center, Delta 372, ready to
about 25 miles northwest of Baltimore.
Delta 638, Washington Center, radar contact position as reported, flight level 340, break Eastern 5255, radar contact 25 miles northeast of Franklin, flight level 370. Delta 372, you said you're ready for taxi?
That's affirmative, Delta 372.
Delta 372, runway 15 right, taxi via Tango, Papa.
Taxi 15 right, Tango Papa, Delta 372.
Allegiant 779, descend and maintain 3,000.
Maintain 3,000, Allegiant 779.
JetBlue 1694, cross Becker, bat and maintain, flight level 240.
Becker 240, JetBlue 1694.
Allegiant 779, cleared direct 5 bug, cross 5 bug, at or above 2,800, cleared ILS runway 16 approach.
We are clear direct 5 bug, 2,500, clear 16 approach for Allegiant 779.
Air Canada 1026, contact Atlanta Center 132.907.
Atlanta Center on 132.907, Air Canada 1026.
DC Center, November 3514 Tango.
November 3514 Tango, Washington.
Yes, good evening, sir. We are at National Terminal 1 small aircraft, IFR to Carroll County.
November 341 Tango, Roger, standby. And November 3514 Tango.
November 3514 Tango.
November 3514 Tango. I have a flight plan on file for a November 314 Tango. Is that you?
Roger that. I may have mistyped the call sign. I will update that. 3514 Tango.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks. Southwest 3111, turn right, heading 350.
Right 350, Southwest 3111.
Allegiant 779, wind 06088, runway 16, clear to land.
16, clear land for Allegiant 779.
Delta 5729, the Atlantic City altimeter 3029er.
3029er, Delta 5721.
Rouge 1795, leave my airspace to the north, Cleveland offline, radar service terminated, change to advisory approved.
Over to Unicom, Rouge 1795, thanks for the ATC, boss, have a good night.
And Washington Center, American 10, ready to taxi, Washington Reagan, looking for runway 1.
Alright, 201, so the aircraft ready for taxi, say drift or call sign.
American 1029.
American 1029, runway 1, taxi via Kilo 2, Juliet, cross runway 4.
Kilo 2, Juliet, cross runway 4, American 1029.
Southwest 3111, 5 miles from column, turn right heading 080, maintain 2,500 until established, clear to ILS, runway 10 approach.
Turn right 080, maintain 2,500 until established on ILS runway 10, Southwest 3111.
United 768, descend via the Filbo for arrival, the Philly altimeter currently 3029er.
3029er and descend via the Filbo for arrival, United 768.
Sphere wings 1169, leave my airspace to the northeast, New York Center offline, radar service terminated, change to advisory approved.
Advisory for Delta 5719.
Washington, good evening, Delta 1960 at gate Bravo 16 with Lima requesting Alpha clearance to Detroit Metro.
Alright, 2 at once again, the aircraft requesting clearance, standby. Southwest 302, is that you checking on?
Affirm, flight level 370.
Southwest 302, Washington Center, roger. Southwest 1189, descend and maintain 2,500. The aircraft requesting IFR clearance, they call sign only.
Delta 1960.
Delta 1643 across Hogs at and maintain, flight level 180. JetBlue 1694, leave my airspace to the northeast. New York Center is offline, radar service terminated, change to advisory approved.
Over to advisory, JetBlue 1694, good night.
Good night.
Washington Center, I'm back, thanks, Malicious 1.
Roger.
Center, Southwest 302, step away 4 or 5 minutes.
Southwest 302, approved, device back.
Wilco.
Southwest 3111, wind 090 at 11, runway 10, clear to land.
Runway 10, cleared land, Southwest 3111.
Delta 372, you ready?
Delta 372, ready for takeoff, 15 right.
Delta 372, wind 090 at 11, traffic 737, 8 mile final for runway 10, runway 15 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 15 right, we'll look for traffic, 372.
Washington Center, Garage, Baltimore, looking for clearance to Raleigh-Durham. We got Kilo.
And the aircraft, was that Raleigh-Durham? All I heard was that you were at Raleigh-Durham. I didn't hear any call sign with that.
Sorry, it was LabQuest 338. We're on the ground at Baltimore looking for IFR to Raleigh-Durham. We are a PC-12.
LabQuest 338, Washington Center, Roger. Stand by. Southwest 1189, turn right, heading 350.
Right to 350, 1189.
Allegiant 779, where are you parking at Richmond?
I will take Alpha 12 if available for 77.
Allegiant 779, taxi to Alpha Gates via Juliet Echo, cross runway 20.
Okay, we see.
I'm sorry.
Juliet Echo. I got a hotel on my chart, sir.
I'm sorry, it's too zoomed out. It's Lima Echo. Do you have that?
We absolutely do. Lima Echo.
Southwest 1189, 3 miles from column, turn right, heading 080, maintain 2,500 until established. Cleared ILS, runway 10, approach.
Right 080, 1189, will report established.
Southwest 3111, runway 10, cleared to land.
Runway 10, cleared to land, Southwest 3111.
Delta 372, radar contact, say altitude.
Delta 372, 5,000 climbing.
Delta 372, climb, maintain, flight level 230.
230, Delta 372.
Allegiant 204, which approach would you like into Richmond?
We'd like runway 16.
Roger.
Center Southwest 302, back on frequency.
Roger, thanks. United 1190, you back?
Center United 1190.
United 1190, contact Atlanta Center 132.907.
132.907, United 1190, thanks.
All right, back in. Thanks for your patience, everybody. That was a very quick dinner. And it does look like we have a New York approach on 120 point something.
So the 1695 Washington Center, loud and clear.
They haven't hit me up yet. So nothing there. New York approach 120.8. We can drop that in there.
3514 Tango Island, clearance advised, ready.
November 3514 Tango is copy.
New York approach. I'm not sure if they're going to handle us or not.
250,
And we are set. All right, chugging right along. Nothing from New York approach, but we have them tuned up 120.8. Not sure who they handle or how they handle. But we also have a United right behind us coming in. 2160. and I'm going to go ahead and tune up 118.3. Make a quick call. Newark traffic, Shadow 69 descending on the Williamstown arrival, passing 17,000. And United 2160, you behind me there on coming into Newark? No pings yet. All right, we are good. We're looking very good for the arrival, 1,500 feet. I appreciate everybody joining me tonight. Yeah, that was fun. Had to go do some, hang out with the dogs for a couple minutes, get them dinner, and feed myself. So we don't necessarily need to spend as much time in the Newark terminal as we thought we would. But we will spend a couple of minutes there. Let's go 20.8.
8,500 right now.
Bell 1337, maintain 10,000 and proceed direct bays.
Delta 37, maintain 10,000.
Bell 1337, proceed direct bays.
Proceed direct bays. Delta 1337.
And we will eliminate that vector. Execute that. And Williamsport. Sorry, not Williamstown.
And L 1337, just want to verify, did you get an altitude in your initial clearance? It's probably 5,000, right?
Delta 1337, my initial was 5,000.
All right, Delta 1337, yeah, you need to level off at 5,000 until ATC climbs you further if you get that in your clearance, so please do that in the future.
Okay, sorry about that. I will do that in the future.
Qatari 701 Heavy, turn right heading tree 10, descend and maintain 3,000.
Right 310, descend and maintain 3,000, Qatari 701.
Over New York, it's Cream City 29, about 5 miles southwest of Bono, out of 18.5 to cross Bono at 17, code of 3037.
Cream City 29, New York approach, radar contact. The Westchester altimeter 3030, descend via the Bono 5 arrival.
Alright, 3030, descend via the Bono 5 arrival, Cream City 29.
New York approach, JetBlue 1694 is 15 to the southwest of Bono, flight level 185 for Bono 17000.
JetBlue 1694 New York approach, radar contact, the Westchester altimeter 3030, descend via the Bono 5 arrival.
3030, descend via the Bono 5, JetBlue 1694.
Approach Shadow 69, about 11 out from Suite on the Williamsport arrival, Newark, runway 22 left.
Say the call sign again?
Shadow 69, I'm just outside your airspace.
Shadow 69, New York approach, radar contact, the Newark altimeter 3031, expect ILS 22.
ILS 22, Shadow 69.
New York approach, Delta 57.9, good evening, just passing Cameron, expecting RNF 013 left.
Bell 5729, thanks, you beat me to the punch there. New York approach, radar contact.
3031.
Fly heading 010 and expect RNAV Zulu runway 13 left. The Kennedy altimeter is 3033.
Alright, 3033, heading 010 for RNAV Zulu 13 left, Delta 5729.
All right, nice.
Qatari 701 Heavy.
Nice, having a little bit of
cross assault at 3,000. You're cleared direct assault and
air traffic control. Good to have them on. Here we go. We are doing it, folks. It's going to be a good approach. Nice and cloudy. Let's go over here. Cruise and descent. Descent, well,
Delta
ATIS, altimeter,
1337,
radio,
proceed
MCT
direct phase,
altitude is
climb and
good,
maintain
FMC approach speed.
17,000.
Localizer, ILS course set.
Delta 7, direct base, maintain 1700.
Landing altitude recall, radio altimeter, auto brake is set for 2.
1643 Newark approach. Good evening. The Kennedy altimeter 3033. Expect RNAV Zulu runway.
Below 10, down below 250, landing lights, seat belts coming on. All right. That's one thing we did not do. We did not let them know that we were descending. So we'll
Newark
let
approach, United 768.
flight crew know.
10,000, sending 8,000.
Yeah, it's 768 Newark approach. Good evening. The Newark altimeter 3031. Expect Alice 22 left.
3031, high left, 22 left, United 768.
And was there
Delta
a tower?
5729, descend and maintain 3000 and resume normal speed.
No
tower. Descend to 3000, Delta 5729.
Delta 5729, speed at your discretion.
Beautiful clouds, nice weather. This is what it's all about. This is the good stuff. 10,000 lights coming on. And no need for this one until we get clearance to land. Go ahead and turn these on since we are on this row. We're set to go there, there, and there. We're good.
Shadow 69, descend and maintain 6,000.
Down to 6,000, Shadow 69.
Delta 1643, turn right heading 040, descend and maintain 3000.
3000 and was that heading 040?
Delta 1643, affirmative, heading 040, descend and maintain 3000.
040 and maintain 3000, 1643.
Delta 5729, turn left heading 270, vector for descent.
Heading 270, Delta 5729, left turn.
Delta 1337, Boston Center's closed, radar service terminated, for exchange approved.
Delta 1337, can you repeat?
Delta 1337, Boston Center's closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Okay, Delta 1337, have a good day.
Approach, good evening, Southwest 6417 on the JFK 5 departure, heading 120.
Southwest 5417, New York departure, radar contact, turn left heading 090, climb and maintain 2000.
Sending 090 and maintain vertical 1 to 2000, Southwest 6417.
Qatari 701, heavy contact, Kennedy Tower 119.1.
Kennedy Tower 119.1, Qatari 701.
Delta 5729, turn right heading 360, one able, cleared, direct assault.
Right turn 360, direct to assault, Delta 57.9.
Shadow 69, turn left heading 060.
060, Shadow 69.
Delta 5729, 8 miles from assault, cross assault at 3000, correction, at or above 3000, cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 13 left approach.
Assault at or above 3000, cleared RNAV Zulu, 13 left approach, Delta 7.9.
Yeah, it's 768,
now
descend and maintain 6000.
Now I'm in air traffic control world, so they tell me what to do.
JetBlue 71, nearest departure, radar contact, turn left heading 040, climb and maintain 17,000.
17,000, JetBlue 71.
Minimum is 211.
Southwest 5471, correction, Southwest 5417, proceed direct wavy.
Direct to wavy, Southwest 6417.
This is awesome. There we go, minimum set. A little bit of precip here. Temperatures are good. Plus 17, we are okay.
Southwest 5417, climb and maintain flow level 230, contact Washington Center 13372. Good day.
Sorry to say again for Southwest 6417.
South 5417, climb and maintain flow level 230 and contact Washington Center 13372.
Observability 230 and contacting center on 13372. Have a good evening, sir. Southwest 6417.
Delta 1643, turn left heading 270.
F270.
JetBlue 71, turn right heading 060.
Roger, 020, JetBlue 71.
Shadow 69, descend and maintain 5,000.
5,000, Shadow 69.
New York approach, it's Skyhawk, November 2423 uniform.
November 2324 uniform, New York approach, go ahead.
Hey, we're just off of Bayport at 1,300 feet. We're looking for the South Shoreline transition westbound to pick up the Skyline route north.
New York 2324 uniform, New York departure, the Kennedy altimeter 3033, squawk 0324 and ident.
0324 and ident for November 23 uniform.
Shadow 69, turn right heading 090.
090, Shadow 69.
Delta 5729, contact Kennedy Tower 119.1.
1914, Delta 57.9, good day.
There are 2423 uniform radar contact, and actually, I typed in your code backwards. Squawk 0157.
0157 for 2423 uniform.
Here we go, pal.
New York approach, Denver 4973.
They are.
Level 230. Land D8 arrival.
There are 4973 New York approach radar contact. Good evening. JetBlue 71, turn left direct Gale.
United 7768, turn right heading 060.
This is United 768.
Delta 1643, turn right, direct assault. You're 5 miles from assault. Maintain 3000 until established on the final approach course. Cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 13 left approach.
Maintain 3000 and direct assault. Maintain 3000 till assault. Cleared RNAV Zulu, 13 left.
Number 23 uniform, and your request was South Shore to where?
South Shoreline transition, and then we'll pick up the Skyline route north, and destination is Hotel Papa November.
New York Center, speed report left 52 with you passing 7,200.
Viewer 4552, New York departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 12000, proceed direct ship.
12000 direct ship, speed report left 52.
Number 23 uniform, follow the South Shore and remain outside the Bravo. Caution, wake turbulence, heavy jets departing from Kennedy overhead.
2423 uniform. We'll be watching for traffic.
And 23 uniform, as you get closer, I'll have the Skyline route for you as you get closer.
Thank you, sir.
Shadow 69, turn right heading 160, descend and maintain 3000.
160 down to 3000, Shadow 69.
Delta 1643, contact Kennedy Tower 119.1. Good day.
Over to Tower 1643.
JetBlue 71, New York Center's offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Hey, JetBlue 71.
Approach, good evening, KEWR 72, descending on the path for arrival.
KEWR 72, heavy New York approach, radar contact 10 miles east of Calverton. Maintain 12000 for now. The altimeter is 3033 and expect RNAV Zulu, runway 13 left.
Expect RNAV Zulu 13 left, maintain 12000, 12,000 for now, altimeter 3033, KEWR 72 heavy.
Cream City 29, contact New York approach 126.4.
264, Cream City 29, see ya.
JetBlue 1694, contact New York approach 126.4, good night.
126.4, JetBlue 1694, good night.
Eastern 5255, JFK, we're with you at 18.
Eastern 5255, New York approach, descend and maintain 1000.
Descend and maintain 1000, Eastern 5255.
And Eastern 5255, Kennedy alternate 3033, expect RNAV Zulu, runway 13 left.
Expect RNAV Zulu, 13 left, Eastern 5255.
Bird Concord 4552, heavy, New York Center's offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, speed 562.
Alright, with that, we're going to go ahead and add one thing of flaps. About 5 miles away from our turn.
Yeah, it's 768, turn right heading 090, descend and maintain 5000.
090, 5000, United 768.
Air 4973, cross Lendy at and maintain flow level 190-250 knots, and expect expect RNAV Zulu, runway 13 left approach.
Lendy is level 190-250 knots, and we'll expect RNAV Zulu, runway 13 left for Kennedy.
Eastern 5255, start your descent, please. Descend and maintain 1000.
Descend and maintain 1000, sorry, we're working on trying to punch in something.
KEWR 72, heavy, descend and maintain at 9000, speed at your discretion.
Descend and maintain 9000, speed by discretion, KEWR 72 heavy.
Shadow 69, 2 miles from Teterboro, turn right heading 190, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, clear Alice 22 left approach.
190, 3000 till established, Shadow 69, cleared Alice 22 left.
The person you're trying to reach is not available right now.
Eastern 5255, descend and maintain 3000 now.
Descend and maintain 3000, Eastern 5255.
If you need further assistance...
Alright, looking to capture the localizer right there.
United 768, turn right heading a 150.
Right, 150, United 768.
United 768, descend and maintain 3000.
3000, United 768.
Alright. Mike Smith, welcome aboard. Mike, I appreciate you being here.
Eastern 5255, turn right heading 040, vector for descent.
040, Eastern 5255.
Calum 72 heavy, turn 10 degrees right, vectors to final, descend and maintain 4000.
10 degrees right, vectors to final.
Arm the approach.
KM 70.
Shadow 69, wind 1508, runway 22 left, clear to land.
22 left, clear to land, Shadow 69. Cleared to land, here we go.
Eagle 5255, 040, heading turn right, 040.
040, sorry about that, sir.
Hand flying this one, getting a little squirrely. Alright, we are on glide slope. We are on the localizer. Slightly right of localizer. Gear down, 5 mile final. A little low. Alright. Oh, I need to do that. There we go. There we go. Now we're good. Alright. A little low, a little left. A little right of localizer. We're good. Flaps 30, gear down. We are set. Hand flying it.
Eastern 5255, turn right heading 110.
Turn right, heading 110, Eastern 5255.
Yeah, it's 768, 3 miles from Teterboro. Turn right heading 190. Maintain 3000 till established on the localizer. Clear Alice 22 left approach.
190, 3000 till established. Clear Alice 22 left approach. United 768.
Center Delta 643 back with you at the go next aircraft on runway.
Delta 1643, New York approach, radar contact, maintain
Little
3000,
jumpy here. I don't know if you
present
guys are
heading,
seeing
and
that.
we'll vector you back around for the same approach.
Roger, actually, we could go into a hold for like 15, but
100.
No, 1643, sure. Stand by one moment.
yeah, thank you.
50, 30, 20, 10.
Alright, Del 1643, clear direct Herbo and hold at Herbo as published. Maintain 3000.
Direct turbo and publish.
Not the world's greatest landing, but it'll do.
Del 1643, expect further clearance at 2340. Time now 2324,
Alright.
and just call me up if you need to, or if you're ready to come in earlier.
Roger, will do. I have to walk dog.
Alright, flaps can come up. We're clearing the runway.
Eastern 5255, turn left heading 310.
Left 310, Eastern 5255.
Yeah, it's 768, wind 1508, runway 22 left, clear to land.
2 to left, clear to land, United 768.
And we'll go up here across November.
Endeavor 4973, depart LaGuardia heading 130, vectors to final.
Sorry, say again? For 4973?
Endeavor 4973, depart LaGuardia heading 130, vectors to final.
Depart LaGuardia heading 130, Endeavor 4973, sorry about that.
Approach Shadow 69, hold short 22 right at November.
Shadow 69, cross runway 22 right, and where do you park?
Charlie 131, all the way on the end.
Shadow 69, roger. Alpha to the ramp.
Alpha to the ramp, Shadow 69. So Alpha is the second one.
Endeavor 4973, descend and maintain 13,000. The Kennedy altimeter 3033.
3033 altimeter, maintain 13,000, Endeavor 4973.
Eastern 5255, turn left heading 280.
Left 280, Eastern 5255.
And we are established Alpha all the way around. Here we go. I think this might have been the actual taxi route we took.
Good evening, Charlie Foxtrot, November Victor Victor.
All right, we are on the ground.
On the Ready 6 departure.
Appreciate
Charlie
everyone being here.
November,
Let's see.
Victor Victor, New York departure. Radar contact, proceed direct Big E, climb and maintain 17,000.
Direct Big E and
A
climb
little
maintain
awkward.
17,000
I start getting a little stutters, obviously, when you come into New York with all this
cleared
stuff.
to enter Bravo airspace.
Kind of gave me a little skips, and I was like, holy cow, what's going on?
2000.
So, hard landing.
Climb and maintain VFR at 2,000 for November 2423.
304 feet per minute. That was a little rough. But yeah, we walked away. It was good. It was nice, nice having air traffic control there. But now we get to taxi all the way around.
After Coney Island,
Alpha all the way around.
Direct to Verrazano, then follow the
Let's go to systems.
Okay.
Left brakes are a little warm. We're good.
Direct to the Verrazano Bridge and can carry on with the northbound Skyline route. November 2423 uniform. Thanks.
Eastern 5255.
I think we take this little zippy thing
10
here.
miles from Assault. Maintain cleared direct Assault. Cross Assault at 3000.
No.
Cleared Arnav Zulu runway
Next
13 left.
Lights aren't on apparently.
13 left, Eastern 5255. Thanks, sir.
Oh, I'm on Bravo. Alright, back over to Alpha. Pulling that little RJ in, that was my fault. Alright, welcome to Newark, everyone. I can vividly, to this minute, remember looking out the aircraft and going, oh, parking gate 24, parking gate 26, parking 28.
Affirmative, Terminal Charlie for Newark.
Yeah, 3315 New York departure, roger, and push into the alley is at your discretion. Advise holding short Alpha, ready for taxi.
Advise and holding short Alpha, advise ready to taxi, at 3215.
Calm 72 heavy, turn right heading 280.
Right heading 280, okay, I'm 72 heavy.
And we need to go down around the end of that.
Eastern 5255 traffic 1 to 2 o'clock, 8 miles, a Cessna 172 at 2000 along the shoreline.
Roger that, we got the traffic, Eastern 5255.
Eastern 5255, maintain visual separation.
Maintaining visual, Eastern 5255.
November 23 uniform traffic, 10 o'clock, and about 7 miles.
Good flight, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining me.
737
Give
level
about
3000
20 minutes to
maintain separation.
get things planned up, and then we'll pop back in 20, 30 minutes for about a 45-minute departure.
And there are 4973,
and then
turn
we'll
right
be
heading
heading off to
180,
Burlington
descend and maintain
for
8000.
to pick up little Alice Moon.
Turn right 180 for Endeavor 4970.
Charlie Foxtrot, November, Victor Victor. New York Center is offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. And advise you call Washington Center 133.72, approaching Modena. Mike X-ray Echo.
All right, yes. Call Washington Center as we're approaching Bodine and heading over to Utica for Charlie Foxtrot, November Victor 750 speed.
JetBlue 225, 22,000.
JetBlue 225, New York approach, radar contact, 18 miles east of Calverton, cross Calverton at and maintain 12,000, 250 knots.
Hey, we get a park at 31. Nicely done.
Cross Calverton at 120 and 250 knots. And the Kenny altimeter, I completely forgot that.
JetBlue 225, 3033.
131.
3033 for the altimeter, JetBlue 225.
And 2-3 uniform has that 737 in sight.
2-3 uniform, thank you. Who is the aircraft checking in?
JetBlue 1431 descending through 13,000 on the Hart 4.
G5, appreciate you watching,
so 1431, New York approach, radar contact, the LaGuardia altimeter 3031.
What do you think right about... We'll go all the way in. There we go. We'll go ahead and stop
72
there.
heavy, descend and maintain 3,000.
There we go. E-brake is on. We can go ahead and turn these off.
Yeah, it's 768, cross, runway 22 right, alpha to the ramp.
And
cross 22 right, alpha to the ramp, United 768.
Those can come off. Switch that off.
JetBlue 225, expect RNAV Zulu, runway 13 left.
Don't blind the crew, and now we go request chocks.
And what's the runway?
JetBlue 225, expect RNAV Zulu, runway 13 left.
Jetway, request ground power.
Roger, expect RNAV Zulu.
There we go, and we can go ahead and get that secure.
Eastern 5255, contact New York, Kennedy Tower 119.1.
Ground power
119.1, Eastern 5255, thank you for the help.
And we can go ahead and secure
KLM
that.
72 heavy. You're 10 miles from.
All right,
assault.
folks, we
Cleared
have
direct
landed.
assault,
We
cross
are
assault
here
at 3,000.
in
Cleared RNAV and Zulu.
Newark. Appreciate you being here. If you like this kind of stream, we're parked up gate 131. We'll be taking off out of here shortly. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. And I want to thank everyone for showing up for the flight. We'll be departing into Burlington here shortly. If you like this kind of flying, hit that like and subscribe button, the notification bell. That way you know when I hop into the flight deck. I hope you have a good night, and we'll see you shortly. Thank you.